All right, guys, it is time to talk about something that I'm sure every transfer vendor and every person selling transfers has once thought of, or they need to at least hear it. Selling transfers is amazing. It is what my business runs on. But let's all be honest, if the only thing you are selling is transfers, then there is going to come a time when you will hit a quote unquote ceiling. The market is getting crowded, the margins are getting tighter, and you start to feel like you're just running on a constant hamster wheel. I know this because I have been there myself, where me and my partner Alex had to sit down and discuss the ways that we wanted to grow this business outside of just the transfers, because it seemed like everyone was getting into it. That is when it hit us that transfers were truly just the entry point to a whole business and a whole world that we hadn't even touched the surface of. So today I'm going to break down and show you how to expand beyond just transfers, and not just the what, but the how to position it, and how to make these new offers just flow naturally into your shop. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mick. I am the owner and the head of production at amstransfers.com. We are your one-stop shop for all things DTF, screen print, apparel. You need it, we've got it. But I do also spend my time here on YouTube telling you guys and showing you guys a little bit behind the scenes, as well as giving my insight into growing a business myself. But let's just get straight into it. So something different today, guys. So I did create this little slideshow for you guys to kind of keep notes on. I'm thinking of linking it somewhere on my website so you guys can go back and read, but this will also just help us show and demonstrate what exactly I'm talking about. If you want to take notes, get to it. But let's just jump straight into it. So this is what is on the agenda for today. We're going to discuss the ceilings of transfers. So what I mean by that is basically just what is preventing people from really growing and expanding that. But we also have expansion paths, and these are going to be 6 ways to expand, and maybe six products, maybe, I don't know. We'll get into that. And then we're just going to wrap it up by showing you where to start and how to take these steps yourself. All right, so this is the first thing on why you should even expand. Like I said, the market is oversaturated. Competition is coming in every single day. Truly, guys, every single time I log on to any type of social media or anything, I'm getting fed a new ad from a new DTF transfer or a new screen print or even an apparel brand trying to come down and price it very, very low. We ourselves with Zippy transfers do charge pretty cheap for our one color screen prints, just because we can do those in bulk. But pricing your transfers, your DTF transfers at like $1 isn't going to be the best in the long term. It might get a lot of customers at the start, but actually growing a business, it's not going to be the best for you. So then that leads you to your next point. It's a race to the bottom pricing, guys. You know, you just left and right, you're thinking, do I have to lower these by 50 cents? Do I have to lower them even lower? And then it's cutting into your profits, and it's cutting into basically just like your business as a whole. So it's really not great to just solely be focused on transfers. And that does just trap you into like this high intensity job that you're like watching DTF transfers, but you're not having any like income, or you're not having any profit being shown, so you can't even expand into other areas of your business. So do it now while you can, and even if it's just like a little thing here or there, it's just time to expand out, guys. Don't keep yourself so tight-knit into one category. So expansion path number 1 is obviously, I think everyone knows this, finished apparel and merch. This is a great starting point actually, by doing seasonal drops. It kind of gets your audience excited. If you have a big following on social media, this is also a great thing to get started. But just create limited time collections, whether that's holiday, whether that's like a concert coming up, whether that's whatever. Just start small. You don't want to expand too quickly. Again, the t-shirts and apparel business is already oversaturated itself, but you're also starting with something that you really don't have to pay a lot to like invest in. You don't have to buy new equipment. You can press them with your DTF transfers, or you can print them with your screen print transfers. In my opinion, if you're not offering finished apparel or custom apparel in your DTF transfers, like, what are you doing? This is another one, repurposing your existing designs. So if you do have very popular DTF transfer designs, if you're not putting them on finished garment, what are you doing? I feel like a lot of people, when we had our Halloween Town transfer go viral, a lot of people just wanted it in a already made t-shirt or an already made sweatshirt. So we actually, that is when we listed it as a finished apparel, and we had people buying it. So some people don't have heat presses. Some people don't have the tools needed to press on t-shirts or press on transfers themselves. So give them the option to buy the product as a finished one. Again, it doesn't cost high investment to do that. You already have it. You might just have to invest in some blanks. But if you, like I said, start small and you do like 5, 10, or even you just start a collection and you tell them this is when it's going to come out, this is what's going to be in there, it gives them an idea. Next is going to be targeting different buyer bases. And you guys are going to be like, Michaela, you talk all the time about having a niche. And yes, that is true, but you can expand in your niche. So for example, if your niche is like super niche down and it's like sports moms, why don't you expand into multiple sports moms, soccer, football, baseball, whatever. Or you can even expand into moms that are not on sports teams, maybe something different, just like kind of expand as much as you can in your niche. And that will also just offer a wide amount of audience and a wide range of customers. Again, I will say this multiple times, you cannot serve every single person out there with your product, so don't try. But this does not mean you cannot serve more and expand more in your niche. If that bundles, pricing, and marketing, guys, again, another big one. If you're not offering like bundles of get 5 t-shirts, get some transfers for you, or like an extra 2 t-shirts with your transfer, whatever it is, offer some bundles. People love a deal. I'm telling you, you could put anything on there, and if you say it's a deal or it's a sale, they will go for it. So make sure that you are at least utilizing the expansion. Number 2 is supplies and tools. So this is going a little bit more into where you kind of have to invest, but not too much. Products to sell. If you are a transfer vendor, you can focus on blanks like t-shirts, hoodies. Everyone needs them, especially if they're buying transfers from. Again, go with the top brands like Comfort Colors, Bella Canvas, Gildan. Keep maybe a low amount of each size stocked if you can. Ordering transfers from you, you can add options in there like add 5 blanks or add, we see you have a gang sheet. Do you need some blanks with that? That would be a great way just to upsell, get some more traction in the door, become that one-stop shop for your customer. And on the other side of it, if you are pressing DTF transfers, you're going to need heat-resistant tape. You're going to need Teflon sheets. You're going to need all the supplies. So sell that as well. Bundle it all up. It's just like these little things that you most likely already have in your shop that you can either buy a little bit extra of, or you can sell some if it's just been a slow and you have extra on. You know what people need. So think in the mind of your customers. Think in the mind of even you as a DTF owner and what a business owner yourself that presses t-shirts, and see what they need, add it into your shop. So on the same of the expansion, number 2, these are the selling techniques I would go with personally. So like I said, using bundles like blanks, transfers, and accessories for instant value. This will be really, you can get them at checkout, I believe is like the best way in our experience is to get them like when they're about to, oh, where am I going to buy those blanks from? Oh, they say right here that they can bring them with my transfers. Do that. For accessories like heat tape and lint rollers or Teflon sheets, you can definitely go 2 times to 3 times wholesale cost for that. For the margins, you do still want to stay competitive. So if you need to, go 2x, but you can definitely still make a little bit of a penny on them. For your tools and supplies, if you want to, you can expand to places like Etsy. I feel like a lot of people that sell DTF transfers are selling on Etsy, but if you just add them to your website, if you already have customers and you already know your client base, add them to your website, see if that's something that they want. But if you don't really have to start a whole new website for it, but if you want to, you can. Expansion path number 3, digital products and education. So digital products, if you are creating custom artwork, this is a great, sell it as a SVG, a PNG. I know that a lot of people are selling the same designs on like Etsy and Creative Fabrica and all of that. But that is actually why we created Design Gen, so that you guys can create your own artwork and sell it or do whatever you want with it. If you have been watching my channel or Alex's channel for the past couple months, then you probably know what Design Gen is. But it is our talk to design AI agent. It helps you come up with any design possible. Honestly, as long as you can think it can come up with it. I have a bunch of videos on that. Alex has a bunch of videos on that, but check it out, guys, because that is another way that you can sell your digital product. And that is a 100% original design, so no one's going to have it anywhere on like Etsy or anything. The good thing is, though, we do have Trend Tab, which taps into all of the latest trends, so you still get the trendy elements while still staying completely original. But let's get back to this. You can sell mock-up packs, you can sell templates, you can sell whatever you want. You can sell and create like ebooks. Literally, go make an ebook that is about pressing DTF transfers and you can sell that. Like, just expand into digital. It costs you nothing, like maybe just the software, but actually producing, and you're not sending a physical product out, if that makes sense. Where to sell these? Again, Etsy is a great place. Creative Fabrica is a great place. But it doesn't even have to be in terms of money. You can even get like their email if you want to give them the book for free. So it doesn't always have to be money to get these things. Pricing strategy for this one, you can bundle it and completely, again, if you're not a trusted person and like people don't know who you are, you might have to go on the lower end. But if you are someone who has created a name for yourself in your town, a name for yourself on social media, whatever it is, become a trusted source, you can usually charge a little bit more. This connects you with your customers. Expansion number 4 is subscription. What type of subscriptions? You're probably wondering. You can do like transfer of the month. You can do VIP discounts. You can do small shop get-togethers, whatever it is, you can do any type of subscription really you want that would go well with your business. If that's like buy my digital product, get one free if you're in the VIP club or whatever, you're just sleeping on that. Even if it's like $5 a subscription, but people do love like mystery boxes as well. So you could do like get 5 transfers in the mail free for like a mystery box. I don't know. These are great ways to do it. I'm just telling you, people nowadays, me included, we love subscriptions. Alex was literally telling me the other day, I don't know who people that sign up for just like random subscriptions. And I'm like, me. Like, you will catch me just signing up for random subscription. Best way to sell these is using the exclusivity as like your way in, using things like member only or limited access. This like really gets people intrigued. It really makes them want to be part of like the cool kids. It also just like creates urgency amongst like everyone that is trying to get these limited access, because if you keep telling them like, hey, you have until like 10 o'clock tonight to get that member only deal, it really makes them want to sign up. But again, this is just another one where you really have to just leverage the customer base you already have. You know what they want. You know what designs they want. Are they people who prioritize speed in like the transfers? So like members only get their transfers fastest, like stuff like that. And then on top of it, show the people that are not in the members only club what they're missing. So maybe like give little sneak peeks in your email, like this is what the members got this week. But this is another one where you really don't want to go too overboard with. So stay close to like 20 at the start. And then as you expand, you kind of get your bearings. If it's like creating designs that are just for members only, see how many you can do. Super easy one, because downloads, once they created once, you really don't have to create them again. So if that's something, you could really carry as many as you want, but just start small, kind of see how it goes. You don't want to lose your trust in you when you are doing something so exclusive. Expansion path number 5, I think again everyone knows this one, is adding adjacent print services. So this could be UVs, this could be screen prints if you are not offering screen prints already. This could be sublimation if that's something that your customers want, specialty HTV, vinyl, whatever your customers want. You can kind of see more and more people asking. For us, people were like, hey, do you guys sell UV? Do you sell this? And then we were like, maybe we should start adding UV. So kind of see what people want. But if you already have these things in store or whatever, 1, use them. 2, if you don't, and it kind of goes along in the same printing game, it might be something to like think about, invest in, because a lot of these times, if they know what DTF transfers are, they know what UV is, they know what screen print is, they know what embroidery is, stuff like that. So just really kind of invest, see, again, knowing your customers, what they're looking like. This selling strategies for this is super simple. If you know your customers, they'll want it. But on top of it, if you're doing stuff, like I said here, stickers, you can do shirts and stickers. If you're selling to like schools or churches or coffee shops, especially for like schools are big, you can definitely lean them into the direction of selling like other products. For example, a lot of the times they'll want water bottles for like sports teams and stuff like that. So be like, hey, you're buying shirts from me, you're buying transfers from me. Do you want to buy some UV for like water bottles? Really highlight that one-stop shop for everything. That is like, we love being that, because we feel like our customers can come in the door or go onto the website and get anything that they need in the printing business. They don't have to go to 5 different websites. I had to do that the other day for something. I had to go to one website to purchase one thing, another website to purchase another, and then another website to purchase another. And that is annoying in my opinion. I don't know if that's annoying for anyone else. I don't want to have to second guess where everything is, or this one got delayed, this one didn't get here on time. It's great to just be that one-stop shop. Take the headache away from your customers. They really love convenience. Our customers love convenience. I think everyone loves convenience. So see if you can do that. The selling platforms I wrote here just so that you know you don't have to only sell on your website. If you're someone who sells on Etsy and your website, you can add them to whichever one has the most traffic. Maybe both. I mean, obviously both of them, but really push whichever one has most traffic, send out emails about these new things that you're adding. Just like don't sleep on expanding into other areas and other print services. And expansion number 6 is the B2B partnerships. This is business to business partnerships. So this would be you to coffee shops, schools, nonprofits, corporate offices, influencers, whatever it is. Guys, if you're not doing this and you're trying to expand, don't sleep on them. I'm telling you, every coffee shop I go into in Houston has some type of merch, or they're partnering with some type of company or small business. That could be you. And these people have these little spots in the coffee shop that is just like straight for their business, their brand. But on top of it, they also make stuff for the coffee shop. So we had an experience like that where we wanted a few years ago to get ourselves into Oktoberfest so that we could do live screen printing. And we were just starting out, and the fee to get in was like very high because it was a big event. And we reached out to the coordinator of the event and we said, we will make everyone like their company shirts, like their Oktoberfest shirts for the people working it, whether that was like a volunteer or like an actual employee, if you waive this fee for us. And they were like, okay, we'll do it. So we ended up printing, it was about, I want to say like 100 shirts. I don't know. It wasn't that, it might not have been that much. It might have been like lower, because I remember we calculated it all, and it cost us less to actually print the shirts, because that's another thing. We didn't want to do it and then be like, oh, well, we have to buy thousands of shirts, and then you like might as well just pay the entry cost. But we did end up striking that deal with them, and it was cool to like walk around and see everyone wearing our shirts. But then on top of it, we didn't have to pay to get into the event, and we actually made money on the event because we were selling t-shirts. So just get out there. It's not fun. I know, unless you're an outgoing person, it could not be fun to put yourself out there, but you might be sleeping on some coffee shops. They are the biggest one, I would say, but even like churches, sports teams, like little league teams, stuff like that. Just get out there in your community and see who wants it. The worst thing they can say, guys, is no. That's it. They're not going to slap you. They're not going to do anything like that. So just don't be afraid of hearing no. So the ways to start approaching this is just start with small visits. There was a day back in like 2021 when we just started out where I was going around to little businesses in our town and saying, hey, we're offering 5 free shirts for your company if you send us your logo. And that's just like what I did for like a whole day straight. You can always do that. You can always just start by emailing them. Sometimes like, especially businesses are busy right now. Send an email. Just ask them, hey, this is what we're doing. Maybe strike them up a deal. Also, you can do it through, like I said, vendor. If you have like farmers markets. Also, get involved in those community Facebook groups, guys. They're not just for the Karens wanting to complain about someone's lawn or whatever. Like, there is ways to connect. I mean, some of them are just for that, but they're not all for that. So see if you can connect into some of your local Facebook groups. What to offer, I would definitely say offer them bulk pricing, because they themselves are a business and they do not want to have to pay outrageous amounts of money. You can even start them with like brand kits. So like, hey, we'll do hats, we'll do UV, because you guys are going to be adding all of these printing services into your business. So you can say, we're going to do UVs, we can do hats, just offer them a brand kit. Pricing tiers for these people are going to be huge because they are going to want a deal. You can really push them on also the benefits that they're going to be getting from you. This will include like, if they're local, not having to pay for shipping, you can deliver it to them within, like, make that like your priority to get it to them as fast as possible, because this is also going to be nurturing and building that relationship with them. So just make sure that you are actually treating them like the high clientele that they are, and just really sell yourself. You know the product that you have, and these people are businesses. They know that 1, you're going to sell yourself, but 2, they also know that they also can kind of read into like the fakeness of it. If you're talking to if you're at the coffee shop and you're talking to like the 16-year-old girl there, she's obviously going to be like, I have to pass it on to my manager. But if you're talking to the high people up in like corporate or whatever, they usually know how to smell BS. So 1, don't try to like blow yourself out of the water, because then they'll be like, this person seems a little sketchy. But definitely make sure you are pointing out your strengths of like free shipping if they're local, fast delivery if they're local, like you could have it to them within like 3 days, stuff like that. So we're going to talk about where we are starting with this. You don't have to do everything all at once. Start with something small like finished apparel. It's super easy. You already have the transfers. You just have to buy the blanks. There's a good chance that you already have purchased blanks in the past because you are a transfer business. So start there. You can also start with starting kits to kind of build up the momentum around it. Start like dabbling in it, like telling your customers about it. If they mention something to you about, hey, do I need Teflon sheet for this? Oh yeah, we sell Teflon sheets. I'll throw one in next time, and then you can buy it packed, stuff like that. And then next you can move into the more medium effort. That would be like the digital products, except with Design Gen, it's not actually medium effort. It is low end effort. Go try that out, guys. Because there's also Mockup Studio where you can make your own mockups and sell those in a bundle as well. So that doesn't have to be medium effort. To invest in long-term growth as well. So you want like the subscription that's going to definitely be long-term. You're not going to have a lot of people all at once, but it can definitely get you where you need to go and get started in it. So all of this might be like short-term. You might be like, I don't want to sell apparel all the time. That's fine. It gets you in the door. It starts to expand. You will find how, I mean, we started with the Cricut, and somehow now we have 4 DTF printers. We have Design Gen. We have software, like all this stuff. So you never know where it's going to lead you to. So just start. You just have to start small. You do want to make sure you are putting in 100% into one at a time. So again, don't go dabbling in every single thing, because you're not going to be able to give everything 110%. Just that builds confidence in yourself that one, you know you can do it, and two, it builds confidence in your customers or whoever you're trying to get. You're a trustworthy person and you stand by your products and your word. So I know right now it's kind of scary. I hear all the time about how people are popping up left and right, and people are like, this isn't going to work. There's a new DTF transfer vendor in my town. And that's going to happen, guys, in every single market. So you just have to think outside of the box a little bit, see where we can take this, where we can expand to, and don't freak out. But also have faith and trust in your products. Know that even if someone is selling a $1 whatever 50-cent transfer and you're selling a $2 transfer, that look for other ways that you are quote unquote better than them. That could be your speed is better, your quality. I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. No one wants to be the bottom of the barrel at all. If you are the bottom of the barrel, you will also be the first one out of business, and we'll all learn from you to not do what you did. So don't be the bottom of the barrel. Don't freak out. Just start thinking outside the box, start expanding, and you got this. I am rooting for you. If you are new here, leave in the comments below so that I can get to know you, get to know your business a little bit. If you are not new here and you are one of my followers, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and also leave in the comments how you guys are doing. I have not been vlogging much. I am back to it on Monday. I already have a vlog filmed, so hopefully I'm going to get it edited and up this week, but with the Design Gen launch, it has been crazy. So go check out Alex's channel as well. He has all things Design Gen, guys. It is insanely cool. So I want everyone to go try it. And if you did, and if you made it to the end of this video and you did try Design Gen, leave the word Design Gen below, and maybe I will give you a little freebie. Well, we'll see what that is. Maybe a coupon. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.